Reese, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
We have a room full of people who are anxious to speak with you and get to know you a little bit better. Anything off the top that you'd like to share about Iowa State's first ever PlayStation Fiesta Bowl appearance or your record-setting season there?
Just this that we're excited to get down there and just see what's ahead of us.
Great. First up, we'll go with Jesse Morrison from Arizona PBS Cronkite News.
Hey, Brees, nice to talk to you. Obviously this is a big game, 50th anniversary Fiesta Bowl. Does it, on a little bit of a negative note, does it kind of bum you out a little bit that you're not going to be able to experience, the typical pomp and circumstance of one of these big New Year's Six bowls?
Oh yeah, for sure. You always want to get that full bowl experience and bowl exposure. So, once we found out we were coming, we're excited. But then it's always in the back of your mind, like, dang, we're only down there for a couple of days. We don't get the whole bowl experience. But we're still grateful to get the opportunity.
Jose Romero from the Arizona Republic, you're on.
Hey, Brees. So I read where your family put something out on social media to get you some Heisman votes, kind of campaigning for you a little bit. And you said that kind of thing wasn't so important to you, and you weren't really looking for that kind of attention. I guess, what would you say motivates you in the game and motivates you to get your goals?
For me, I never really have played sports to just be average or just be okay. I always want to be the best at what I do, and I always want to win. I just have a really big competitive spirit, and that's part of the reason why I came here. Just knowing guys like Brock Purdy and Coach Campbell, just knowing how much of competitors they are, that I just wanted to come be a part of that.
Zachary Martin from the Iowa State Daily, you're up.
Hey, Brees, good morning. Because this offense, obviously we all know that watch you, it's multiple tight ends, it's 13, 11, 12, 13 personnel. To go since Oregon's defense doesn't see a whole lot of that in the Pac-12, do you find that you guys have a big advantage offensively going into Saturday?
I think Oregon's defense, obviously they'll be able to adjust on the fly and everything like that. But, it might give us a bit of an advantage going into it because, like you said, it's new for them to see. And, I don't think we've seen a defense quite as fast and as physical as theirs. So, it's going to be an adjustment point for both of us.
Our next question is from Pranav.
You just kind of addressed this in terms of Oregon's defense, but have you looked at kind of the holes and how to kind of attack them?
We're really starting to get into it. I feel like with every team, as far as the run game, you want to always want to get your running backs in one-on-one situations and things like that. So right now, we're just kind of just trusting the process and just taking it. We're just taking it as a regular game. Just using our same approach like we have the whole season. So nothing's really changed for us so far.
Next question is from Paul Schaum of AZ Big Media.
Hey, Reese. My question is surrounding, last season against Notre Dame in the bowl game, you had a little bit of a struggle getting going, but another year in this offense and obviously as big of a year as it has been for you in the Iowa State offense, how much do you think that's going to help you in this bowl experience that maybe was a little bit more difficult for you in your first bowl game last year?
I just feel like it's a different level of confidence we're coming in with this year. We know how good our offense is, and we know how dangerous we can be when we're all on the same page. So I feel like, it's just the whole vibe is completely different from last year. And, I just feel like now we're coming in knowing that we can score at any time, knowing we can score any play, and knowing just how dangerous we are when we're all doing our 111th.
Back to Jesse Morrison for a follow-up question.
As far as this game, there will be, Big 12 has had fans pretty much at most of the games, and this game will basically just have friends and families. What is that going to be like, playing in front of a lot less people than you're used to?
We've had to do it a couple times this season. Obviously it's going to be different. You don't have that you don't have the crowd screaming and everything. You don't get that momentum from the crowd that you usually would. But, you still got to play football. And I feel like everybody on our team, we all have that competitive spirit. So really not having fans and having fans, it doesn't really phase us too much. We still want to come out, win the game, and dominate.
Jeff Metcalf from the Arizona Republic. There you go,
I wonder
Jeff.
if you could just talk a little bit about the how meaningful it is that you guys are going to be going into your 12th game now. I mean, when this all started, it was pretty unsure how many games anybody was going to be able to get in, and you guys have got in 12. Now will have gotten in 12 games.
It's just a testament to how safe our team has been as a whole and how we've just stayed true to our process as far as staying socially distant and staying in our bubble. Not most teams haven't got to play this many games or even gotten to this point. So for us, we felt like it was a real big accomplishment for our team and a real big deal just for us to show that, you can be socially distant and you can just maintain all those factors to keep your team safe, keep your community safe. And, just this last game is real big for us just because, we're playing in the Fiesta Bowl and everything like that. It's going to be a real big fun environment, even though the bowl experience is cut short. So I feel like we're still just really grateful to be at this point right now.
Warren Williamson.
Breeze, Coach Manning talked about Kayvon Thibodeau, number 5 from Oregon. I'm just wondering, when there is a standout player like that on the defense, are you constantly aware of where he is, or as a running back, do you just focus on finding those holes and getting through those holes?
I'd say it's a little bit of both. Obviously, he's probably the best DN in college football. So, he's going to demand a lot of attention. So, really, you're always going to know where he's at as far as the run game, but it's probably more the pass game, just so you could get those chip blocks and, so you can make him just get, like, you can't give him what he wants. So, he's going to demand a lot of attention, but, you still just got to play your game and you can't let one player dictate what you do. So for me, I just take the same approach and just stay true to what I do, because Coach Campbell, he always tells me, do the little things right and your natural talent will take over. So I feel like every time I do that, then I'll be in a good place.
Zachary Martin from the Iowa State Daily.
Brees, you talked to Brock probably more often than anyone on this team. When you guys found out you would be coming to Arizona, how excited was Brock just to be able to play a game in his home state?
Yeah, it's always going to be exciting. And I know he was really excited just to come home. He's going to be around all his people. And even if they can't go to the game, he knows they're still going to be tailgating for him and they're still going to be having big get-togethers for him. So I feel like for him to come home, obviously when you come home, you want to put on a show, you want to play a good game. And for him, I think he just wants to come home, win the game, play well, and just send us out right for the last game of the season.
Reese, you're from Kansas. Have you ever been to Arizona before? And if not, what are you most looking forward to when you touch down on Thursday night?
No, I haven't been to Arizona before. And, what I'm looking forward to is just, getting out of this cold weather up here in Iowa. It's snowing pretty bad here right now. So I'm just looking forward to stepping on that plane and starting to get into that warm weather.
Great. Are there any other questions for star running back Breece Hall? Breece, one question, one stat I saw on the Oregon D is in the last 2 games, they've only given up less than 2 yards per carry against Cal and USC. With your talents and the offensive line's talents, how do you see you guys attacking that to have your regular rushing attack?
We're always going to come out and try to establish the run. And, they have a good run defense, but, you just got to play football at the end of the day. And whatever happens. We don't really pay attention to how much they've held other teams to, because we know what we have and we're sticking to our values. So I feel like we're going to be pretty confident in our game plan and we're going to try to execute.
Thank you. Jose Romero from the Arizona Republic.
Hey, Breece. Looks like, I'm just looking at the numbers, looks like you've had some pretty good games, big games against top 25 teams. Does does the opponent, and I guess does the bigger stage mean something to you when you get an opportunity to play, against teams of that caliber?
For sure. For me, I like to live in the moment, and I like pressure. I like those big games, and I like when you're in a position to where you got to be a playmaker, you got to make plays, do stuff like that. So I mean, playing a really good team like Oregon, it's on a big stage, and you dream. Every kid watches Oregon when they're young. So I mean, it's kind of in a way a dream come true. Just playing a real good historical team like that. So just playing them, I'm just gonna go out, play my game, and whatever happens, happens.
All right. Any other questions for Brees? All right, Brees, thank you very much for your time today. Congratulations on an amazing season. It's been fun for all of us to watch as college football fans. And once again, we do look forward to having you here and seeing you on the field on Saturday.
Thank you. I look forward to getting there.